Now our next presenter is Dr. Surinder Kumar of Vecima Networks. Title of his short talk is Talent to Compete with the Best in the World. You know, he started Vecima in 1988, which is the year I came to BC, and in 1988 we were always moaning and groaning about how there wasn't a single $100 million tech company in terms of sales in this province. Now there's well over a dozen $100 million companies, so I'm really anxious to hear what Surinder has to say about the secret in building such a company. His company is 900 employees with well over $115 million in revenue.
Well, thank you, David, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I thought a good way to do this would be to simply share some of the very simple and well-known methods and concepts that have worked very well for Vecima for 22 years. And it goes without saying that in the beginning, when I founded the company, it was crucially important to identify a product that met the need out there and offered a value proposition. Very simple, very basic thing. And a word of caution, passion and intensity is essential, but what's also essential to temper that with real information and evidence. So I was careful in doing that. Another important consideration in my mind was to start with a product that was complementary rather than competitive to the products from established companies out there. Cisco was mentioned, and Cisco became a very big partner for us. In that sense, we made a product which complemented their routers. Next came the important question of financing. And here too, I followed a very conservative model. I put in a little bit of my seed money, and actually, we started doing some projects rather than the main product I wanted to make. What that did for me is it allowed me to do some more experiments. It allowed me to start a small setup. It also generated within a year enough finances to take on my main product development. So I refined the research, and I used projects to generate the initial funding. And that became the method. We kept on reinvesting the profits, and we grew to be 500 people company till we went public in 2005, and we didn't borrow a cent from anyone. So that was the model which somehow worked really well for me. And another important thing which really has worked well for us is the networking through trade shows. We started going to trade shows, and here's a very interesting story. One of the early days of cable data or cable, I met a pioneer in that industry in a trade show in Nashville, and I know he was having a problem implementing some of the things. And fortunately for me, I cornered him. He was drunk, and and he said, "Look in my eyeballs and tell me if you can deliver this performance at this price in this time." And I told him, "Look in my eyeballs and tell me if I can do that, how many will you buy?" And he kept his word, I kept mine, and ladies and gentlemen, 60% of the world's data over cable flows through this widget which we manufacture in Saskatoon. So it has worked really well for us. I think that's all the time I have. Thank you.